Hey guys, I hope everybody is having a fantastic day, whether it's the morning, whether it's the afternoon, or whether it's the evening. Hold on for 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. Back to what we're talking about today is a Finch knife that I find really cool, but it does have a couple of drawbacks compared to other Finch knives I've had, and that is the Finch Cherry Bomb. This particular Cherry Bomb has kind of got a black resin swirled, I guess you'd call that a scale, with the steel titanium or steel bolsters, titanium clip. Little stabby pokey blade. I want to say these are 154. But the Cherry Bomb is a smaller to medium sized knife. In my large to medium to large hand, you can see that I can get all four fingers on the handle. I do have a choke up point where I can use that flipper choil kind of as a trigger to get up on that blade. The blade is a flat grind, but it is very slicey, comes down to a slicey edge. It does have a little bit weaker detent than some of my other Finches. Again, if you get a bunch of knives, some of them are going to be tuned just slightly different. It's failable, but it's not easy to fail it. When I got this knife, it was right after I had the devil's finger, and I thought they looked pretty similar to each other in terms of blade style. But when I got it in my hand, one of them's, this is in the traditional series, and the devil's finger, which is in Marquardt, is in the sports series, and the handle does feel a lot different. This knife is going to be a little bit thicker in the blade stock and also in the handles, which do make it feel like more of a substantial, smaller knife. It's not quite a fifth pocket knife, maybe not a primary carry, but if you're doing, urban EDC type work, this would pretty much cover most of your urban EDC needs. Let's do a couple of quick size comparisons and look at the Finch Cherry Bomb next to our usual suspects. Cold Steel 4MAX, smaller than the 4MAX. Civivi Baby Banter. It is going to be bigger than the Civivi Baby Banter, but as you look at that, you'll see it's not night and day over the Civivi Baby Banter. Let's look at it next to the Benchmade Bug Out. It's a good bit smaller than the Bug Out. So instead of breaking out the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, let's look at it next to the Baby Bug Out or Mini Bug Out. So the Finch Cherry Bomb is going to run right around the same size, guys, as the Benchmade Mini Bug Out. It is a fantastic knife, but for me and with all the other Finches that are in my collection, this blade style is just not as utilitarian to me as some of the other shapes, some of the drop points, the mini machete, the little Runtley, and of course the 1929 and the Doc Holliday. But I would be remiss if I did not point out the Loom, which I love. Flashlight. All Finch knives have the luminous logo there, so I think that's really cool. The centering on this knife is perfect. Construction of this knife, QSP makes them, is perfect. It's got a little jimping there, got a little jimping on the flipper. So all in all, guys, I say the Finch Cherry Bomb, depending on what your collection calls for or what your everyday needs call for. If you like the look of the knife, if you like the size of the knife, let's take our Ben Banner's ruler, get to where we can read it. And the blade is going to be right around 2.7. The handle is going to be right around 3.8, 3 and a quarter. and overall length is going to be longer than my ruler, so we'll say it's over 6 inches. Guys, appreciate you stopping by, checking out my video. Appreciate any time you come by. I appreciate when you look out for the guy or gal to your left, when you look out for the guy or gal to your right, when you all look out for each other. This is a community, and I think there's a lot of positivity in the community, or a lot of positivity that can be spread. I love you all. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.